This is no longer World of Tanks Blitz, boys. This is World of Warships. Doing all TOGS, 7 vs 7, subscriber request, and probably one of the most ridiculous ones at that. This is literally a land ship fight. It is very high DPM, great cannon. However, it has some of the worst maneuverability in the game. It's big, it doesn't have a lot of armor, and the crew voices should honestly say something like ahoy or something like that, just to really give it that finalizing touch. Going in here, this was probably one of the harder videos to make, primarily because the TOG is a funny tank in general, but it can be so painful to play. There's no other way to play this thing than just full steam ahead, just straight through the map, whatever you can do, whatever kind of cover that you can get behind and kind of try and peek out, and even just like wiggling your tank, trying to back up, whatever. Like it's so just funny with how big the thing is and it turning. Anyway, it is just like one of these tanks, and I get my gunner, I heal my gunner after he gets knocked out, and then he immediately gets taken out again. So then I've got to wait for my entire repair kit to work again before I can heal the gunner. This tank is probably one of the biggest punchline or just jokes in all of World of Tanks Blitz. Now, the thing about it, like I was saying earlier, the most impressive thing about the TOG is the cannon. The 17 pounder on this thing is incredible. It's got, like I said, a great DPM, but everything else about this thing, just with it being big, no armor. I mean, though big is not a pro. This thing is a massive punching bag. And any time you try and peek out, you are just getting beat up. There's not really a chance, even when doing these TOGS versus TOGS, there's not really a whole lot of armor, and they're great cannons. So, I mean, anything you get hit by, basically, you get penned. So, I've got to be a little careful here. I'm trying to not quite trade shots with this other TOG, but, and especially with my gunner knocked out, making it even a bit more difficult. But, yeah, playing it in a bit careful, because as you can see, like, the other TOGs, we're able to drain my hit point pools quite a bit. The TOG has one of the highest, if not actually the highest, hit point pool of its tier. Just with, I mean, the thing is, I think longer even than the mouse. It is incredible. So, just took out our first ship, tank, and I don't think anyone has ever seen 14 TOGs in one game and ever wondered what it was. I never even really thought of it until I got the subscriber request, but here it is. And it actually looks like our side is doing pretty good until the end of this battle, and then I found out why. So, we ended up going in, and when doing this challenge, I didn't think I was really going to get much, if anyone, to really join or help me out. By the way, I want to thank all my subscribers for helping me with this. I do actually let all my subscribers help with my videos. Shoot me a friend request. I'm on the NA server. Also, join the Discord. The Discord is where I announce when I'm doing the videos, and when I make the announcements, that is at the time I'm doing the video, and I have the training room created and for people to go ahead and jump in to help me out. So, yes, this is the devastating news. There was one TOG at the end that was AFK. And I was like, no, I've got to do this all over again. I can't believe it. So, yes, here we are doing it all over again, where it's now actually all 14 TOGs in action. Because I really wanted you, just like the title said it was, of 14 TOGs, 7 versus 7 TOGs. And one of them being AFK doesn't make that actually 14 TOGs in action. So at the beginning here, I'm literally trying to get to a position to spot for my team. This is probably one of the more painful spotting jobs I've ever had to do in one of these fun World of Tanks Blitz videos. And the funny thing is even with how slow I'm going, by the time I get to this position in the center to spot, I actually may see TOGs just right now going across. That is how sad and just ridiculous. I mean, there were times I was just laughing through this while doing this. I don't play the TOG very often, but literally the TOG is just one big joke. Like, it is just, it's such a funny, just silly tank to play with. Just with like how big it is, how slow it is, it's just amount of hit points. I mean, just, it's such a laughable tank. So World of Warships in Blitz, this is probably the closest you'll ever get. We're just going to pretend that these hills are waves. Woo! And we're going down a big one. And I literally thought I got stuck right here. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I actually had to wiggle around a little bit just to break free. And luckily I was, because if I got stuck right there, I would have just, I would not have done this again. This was honestly quite painful. So we're kind of in an interesting spot here. Got some other TOGs up here on this bigger wave, I guess, so to say. So we're just kind of playing in this wavy terrain with a bunch of ships all fighting each other and hopefully taking out someone's commander. And let's see, so we are, right in the middle here, and our team is now falling apart, so not looking too good. Getting a little surrounded here, and like I said, the TOG really doesn't have very much armor, if at all. So everything I try to do when I'm engaging a TOG is primarily me trying to get cover. I am trying to hide this massive hot dog behind like walls and trying to back up and side scrape or whatever. And you know, and with how slow the TOG goes with even side scraping, I mean, you have these massive weak side cheeks on each side of the turret. Like, it's just silly. Like, you almost can't do much. And the funny thing is, with how long it is, its traverse actually isn't too bad. You actually have better luck traversing and having the front of your tank just kind of wiggle out in front, take a shot, and then just traverse back. Like, it honestly is just silly. So yeah, I don't know if we're actually, this one, we are definitely falling apart. And I am really trying to run away from whatever is behind me and take shots. Definitely missing. Not having much left. Let's just see if we can take out another TOG just before I am most likely going to get taken out here. There's really not a whole lot we can do. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. Little tiny damage per shot. Beautiful. We were able to take out one. So it looks like the enemy TOGs were able to win. This really wasn't a video of what's better, the TOG or the TOG. Obviously, it's the same tank. So anyway, honestly, this is what it was like. Probably, like I said, one of the most painful battles that I've had to play with just how slow and everything else. So hope you enjoyed. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.